sausage. What's happening, baby? I'll be right back, y'all. Your mama, your daddy, your sister, and your pappy. What's happening, y'all? Welcome to the Iceman Show podcast. We talk about everything that concerns the black diaspora. Can you dig it? I am your host, to Mother Tucking Iceman. More bounce to the ounce than I say what counts. Don't nobody go home till the fat man gets it in. What's happening, chocolate people? What's happening, y'all? What's happening, my fellow Caucasians, Latinos, and Asians? What's up with you? We just trying to get at you, see what's cracking. You know how we do. You digs? Where's my players in the house? Where all the players at? Where they at? Just waiting for folks to get in the room. Your diggeronis. Let me see something here. Facebook. Let me do something a little different here. Let's see. Log out. Okay. Damn, I knew this thing was gonna start doing this shit. God damn, man. Let's see here. Like we always do about this time, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't have it, make sure you get it. The Game of Life, according to the Iceman, Volume 1. You can get this at asktheiceman.com. Scroll down to the Add to Cart button and purchase it there. And while you're there, scroll down to the Donate button and make a donation today. You can do it at either asktheiceman.com. You can donate at either asktheiceman.com or hit us on the Cash app at $the Iceman 1906. Can you dig it? I know that you can. So let's get it cracking. What is this crap, man? Man, Facebook be playing so many games. I swear to God, they be playing games. Who is this dude? Man, if y'all don't quit playing. I'm on my other Facebook page. I'm trying to. Let's see here. Remove tag. Wow, that's deep. Okay, all right, y'all. Let me get something cracking here. Let me get some things cracking here real quick. Damn, I don't know why this thing keeps Facebook keep playing games. I might have to restart. Hey guys on Facebook, if you don't mind, hit the like button. If you don't mind, hit the like button. Everybody on the on the YouTube side, ladies and gents, please hit the like button. Elijah Justice, what up, though? Clarence Preacher Man, ain't seen you in a minute. What you been up to, player? Man, it's a lot of cats I ain't heard from in a minute, man. Hey, glad to see you. Glad to see all is well, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna get some game in tonight. We're gonna get some. We're gonna kick some good game tonight. We're gonna get brothers and sisters up on game tonight. No half stepping. Big Daddy Kane, no half stepping, y'all. No half stepping. You digs? No half stepping. Like you know you could. Man, y'all be calling these women out, boy. These brothers be calling these women out, boy. let me notify everybody we on the air, folks. We're gonna get deep tonight. Let's let everybody know on the other Facebook page that we on where we are on the air. Let everybody know on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitter. Hey, if you guys ain't following me on Instagram and Twitter, shame on you. My Twitter and Instagram handle is the same username. It's at the Iceman Show. Go over to Twitter right now and follow me. Go over to Instagram right now and follow me. Okay? Hold on. Give me a second, y'all. Let me get this typed up and then we can get started. Don't mean to hold y'all. The donate button. Okay. All right. We got it popping. Just want to let everybody know on on Facebook that we are. My other Facebook page that we are on the air, because a lot of times they be like, I didn't even know you was on the air. And by the way, if you're not, if you're on the Facebook side, if you're not, if you're on the Facebook side, if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel is Mad Voodoo Man. Mad Voodoo Man. Go over there and subscribe right now. And then after you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you can get notified. Everybody on YouTube, if you're not getting notifications that we're on the air, please unsubscribe, and then resubscribe and hit the bell. Because if you are an old subscriber, you've been rolling with me for 6, 7, 8 years. No, actually 2 or 3, 4, 5, 6 years. You probably need to unsub and resubscribe again, because YouTube be playing games. Hey, Clarence Preacher, make sure you follow me on Twitter and Instagram, brother, at the Iceman Show. That way you get up to date information. And the official, everybody, the official email address, y'all. Don't cost you nothing to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, y'all. People be acting like when you ask them to follow you on social media that you asking them to put your finger up their ass or something. I'm like, damn, I'm just asking you to follow me. It ain't like you gotta pay to do it. People act like you make it like they gotta pay or something. I'm like, man, come on, people, man. Some of y'all be acting, some of y'all be tripping, but it's all good. We gonna make it do what it do, people. All right, Facebook's playing their games. Every time I do a live stream, here they messing with my live stream. Okay, especially when we be talking about talking about these white supremacists. Oh, they don't like that. Okay, let's get busy, y'all. Let's get it. If you haven't donated, please go ahead and do so. Go to asktheiceman.com, scroll down to the donate button to donate, or hit us on the Cash App. Cash App ID is $ the Iceman 1906. Tell a friend, coworker, or loved one about the Mad Voodoo Man channel on YouTube. Tell them to subscribe. Tell them to follow me on Facebook, KJ_FORDE on Facebook, and send me a friend request, and I'll accept you as a friend, and then we'll just go from there. All right, let's get it cracking, y'all. Oh shit. Well, we'll just leave that where it is. All right, y'all. All right, let's get it popping. All right, the fall of white supremacy. That's what we're talking about tonight. We're talking about liberal racism, the liberal left-wing racism. Okay. Let's talk about some liberal racism real quick. Okay. Those of you who are donating money to Black Lives Matter, okay? Black Lives Matter is nothing more than an LGBT left-wing organization that masks itself as an organization looking out for Black lives. And if you go to their website, if you go to blacklivesmatter.org and read their mission and vision statement, you will notice that all they talk about is promoting single female motherhood, taking the man, mainly the Black man, out of the family equation, and it's a bunch of ridiculous shit they talk about on their mission statement. It's all about promoting LGBT lifestyle between women, and then too, they have two so-called Black women as the front of that organization, and it's being George Soros, who is a left-wing white supremacist, suspected white supremacist, he pumps $100 million into Black Lives Matter. So as you can see, it's all roads lead back to white supremacy. So when you get ready to try to, if you try to donate money to Black Lives Matter, the front organization that they have, that you actually make sure. Oh, you know what? Let me see something. That the organization that you actually are donating to is Act Blue. It's a 501c3 nonprofit, just like mine. Only difference is I'm not promoting LGBT propaganda. Now, Act Blue is a nonprofit, democratic storefront, e-commerce storefront, where people can donate money to act when you think you donate money to Black Lives Matter. You're really donating money to the Democratic Party. You're really this is connected to the DNC. Okay, this is connected to the Democratic National Committee, which is or convention, which is essentially the Democratic Party. Okay, see the little games they play. Y'all see the games they play? And none of this has nothing to do with Black Lives Matter. And they said what they're doing is funneling money through Act Blue to the DNC, and they're taking the money and using it for different candidates' political campaigns. See the tricks. See, and you thought the Democratic Party was innocent and looking out for your best interests. Okay, see that? I get tired of people talking shit about Trump like Obama was a perfect president. Okay, now I know y'all heard today that the Supreme Court upheld DACA. To a certain point, that really don't mean nothing. All they got to do is let DACA expire. That's all they got to do, just like they did the Violence Against Women Act bill. They just let it expire. Just don't let it. You know, because the thing is, if it look, all Trump got to do is get reelected. I guarantee when he gets reelected, he gonna start throwing these motherfuckers out of here. Because I'm gonna go when I get a little bit of time, because I got something I'm working on in the next 2 or 3 weeks. When I get time, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna try to read over as much of DACA as possible. Because, like I said, the people that I know who have read some of it, you know what they said? They said DACA gives millions of dollars in scholarship money to people who weren't born here. Do you understand that? See, this is the point that I want to make right here, right now. You see how the LGBT folks got their legislation passed on Monday. Or it was already passed, they just notified the public. And then DACA, they just said something about that yesterday or today. I think it's just today. Where's your DACA bill? Black man, black woman, where's the bill? Where's the congressional bill? Where's the executive order that creates a bill that is specifically for black people, that mends some of the economic, financial, and psychological and emotional pain that we have had to bear for the last 500 years? Where's our DACA? See, this is what happens when you lay down or you live on your knees, or you live with your butt up in the air. This is what happens, people. You get no legislation for you. All you get is pandering. All you get is Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer wearing kente cloth around their damn clothes. See, that's insulting. That's insulting to black folks, man. That's the kind of shit you do to children. That's symbology. Symbology don't put no money in nobody's pocket. See, the Democrats, look, they only got what is it, June? They only got about 4.5 months before the election, and they still bullshitting. They still trying to get around giving black folks reparations. They still trying to get away from paying foundational Black Americans reparations. They trying to get away from it, people. They not going to get away with paying us that money. Joe Biden think he going to slide into the White House the way some of you niggas slide into these hoes DMs. It ain't that simple, people. It's not that simple. We should be making Joe Biden's job, we should be making his job difficult. And I notice nobody's trying to make Joe Biden's job difficult. Now, he stepped on his dick a couple of times, making stupid comments, making racist ass comments. Exactly, Bevo Lade. They just up there clown. It's insulting. But you have to understand, if it's not insulting to the Black people, if it's not insulting to the congressional Black Congress members like Jim Clyburn standing his slave ass up there. If it's not insulting to Jim Clyburn or Karen Bass, then because these are the Negroes that are telling Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer, this is how you deal with us. This is how you deal with our people. You just give them symbology. Just get up there and sing some Al Green songs, or get up there and stand like Chuck D and Flavor Flav, like you on a rap video. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Dude, that pandering that we get, dude, somebody needs to start saying something about that shit, man. The problem with us is we are silent when it's time to talk, to be in these people's faces. And then we use the wrong methods to get their attention. When you're dealing with a savage animal, the only way to get his or her attention is to throw their savageness right back at them. That's how you fix that. See, Joe Biden's going to be a hardcore segregationist, suspected white supremacist until November the 3rd, 2020. Okay, because I'm going to tell you right now, Joe Biden, every time somebody asks him about tangible reparations, he changes the subject and says stupid shit like, "Oh, y'all, look at my record. Look at my record. Yeah, I'm looking at your record, dog. And everything your record says is that you a suspected white supremacist and that you hate Black people, just like you say Trump hates Black folks. I see Trump surrounded by more Black folks than I see Joe Biden surrounded by. It's everybody, all these Black folks that say Trump is a racist, none of them was saying that shit 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. I could pull up at least 50 pictures that range over 20 or 30 years of Al Sharpton and Don King, all kind of Black entertainers, Mike Tyson, hanging out with Trump. And if he was such a racist, then how come Al Sharpton was hanging with him for all these years? They were best buds. And another thing, ladies and gentlemen, you know the reason why this Congressional Black Caucus always tries to help pass LGBT legislation? Because half of them are closet LGBT. A lot of people don't know that. Word on the street is that Al Sharpton is bisexual. A lot of these people you see on TV, if they not a straight up homosexual, they bisexual. Okay? That's why they always supporting everything that the LGBT community comes up with. Okay. Let me give you. Let's go over this list. Let me open this door real quick because it's starting to get stuffy in here. Okay. Here's some signs that America, that white supremacy is on its last leg. The fall of white supremacy. Okay. Today, Senator John Cornyn, who used to be he's a lawyer and used to be a judge, but now he's a senator. He's a U.S. senator in Texas. He's the other senator with what's his name, Ted Cruz. He introduced legislation to make Juneteenth a federal holiday. All this time, now all of a sudden, Juneteenth is important to these folks. After billions of dollars in damage to structures all over the country, after that race soldier had his knee on the neck of George Floyd. Okay. Juneteenth, June 19th should have been a federal holiday. It should have been one. Because us celebrating 4th of July is really a joke. That's why black folks call it's the 4th of July. Okay? Ain't no independence. And to be fair, ladies and gentlemen, to be fair, July 4th, 1776 is a bullshit holiday, is a bullshit Independence Day anyway, because America was free to be independent, but tied to the crown financially through the Federal Reserve. And remember, I told you guys the largest shareholder of the Federal Reserve is whom? Queen Elizabeth II. She gets a free check. She gets free trillions of dollars, billions of dollars from the U.S. economy through the Department of the Treasury. You don't believe me? Do your research. When they start talking about giving people holidays, that's appeasement. That's appeasement. But appeasement is still a sign that they worried. These white supremacists are worried because, see, they always are worried about black people or black men specifically. They always worried about making sure they keep black men under their knee and under their boot and under their thumb. Okay, but they have ways of doing that. But when you got Antifa and you got the Boogaloo boys out here burning down buildings, see, now it's a much bigger problem because we don't know where these people are coming from. You got to understand, a lot of these right-wing organizations, they are anti-government. They hate black people, but they are anti-government. Just like Antifa may be left-wing and they are still anti-government. See, we live in a fascist society where the police act as the security force for the rich and for the 1%ers in this country. That's their role. And now, did y'all see that beautiful press conference yesterday? CNN blocked out almost a whole day dealing with it. Boy, Hey, where my ATL folks at? If you in the ATL, let me know you in the place to be in the chat room. Hit us up in the chat room if you from the ATL. If you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, if you in the ATL, let us know you in the building. Okay, Mr. Paul Howard, the Fulton County District Attorney. Big ups to that brother. I'm about to do my research on that brother. He might be frat. Okay. Now, Mr. Paul Howard, woo, they threw a truckload of charges at that race soldier that sat up here and shot that brother, Rayshard Brooks, in cold blood. When the way they laid that case out, man, it was like they sent a strong message. Did y'all see that press conference? I saw it from start to finish. That brother laid that case out, and then when I saw him put case law up there, he put a case up there, Tennessee versus such and such, 1985. This is a very important case. This is a case where a Nashville police officer was chasing a brother, and the brother got away from him. He got ready to hop a fence to get away from the cop, and the lazy ass cop shot him in the back and killed him. Okay? So they put case law up there. Then they showed pictures of both the cops. The cop that shot him kicked him a couple of times. Okay? He kicked him after he shot him twice. And I didn't know this, a bullet, he shot this, and they also charged him for shooting into it was a group of folks from Memphis. A bullet went into their car. So they gonna get paid. All three of them gonna get paid. And all three of them go. The city of Atlanta is getting ready to, instead of tricking off money at Magic City, nigga, the city of Atlanta gonna be doing this to all three of them folks that was in that Wendy's drive-thru. Okay? And that's why Keisha Lance Bottoms, or should I say Keisha Bikini Bottoms, that's why she fired them two cops that tased them, that brother and that sister that was in the car, them two protesters. She fired them. And then she fired both of those idiots. Now the dude that didn't shoot him, where he fucked up, he was standing on Mr. Brooks's shoulders like this. So defense, you know what they was doing was they were giving them no place to go, and what they gonna end up doing is they gonna end up pleading guilty. Now the other guy already said he wants to be state witness. Now the worst that's gonna happen to him is that he lost his job. He probably won't get that much time in prison, but he gonna get some time. Them black folks down there in Atlanta, they about to set a precedent, bruh. If this case goes to trial, which I hope it does, and this guy gonna get convicted, because who lives in Atlanta, huh? Who are the people that live in Atlanta proper? Because you know what Mr. Paul Howard, the DA, gonna do? He gonna use his preemptory challenges like Johnny Cochran did. Johnny Cochran came in there, was like, you got to go. All the white people that was in the jury pool was like, you gotta go, you gotta go, you gotta go. So you got a certain amount of preemptory challenges where without cause you can dismiss certain jury members. Now, at the same time, the defense can do the same thing. But if the whole jury pool is black damn near, which I'm telling you it will be, But if you sit up there and see the jury, well, they ain't gonna show the jury on TV because they probably gonna have a closed door. It's probably gonna be a closed door trial. But if it isn't, what they gonna do is they gonna do like they did in the OJ trial. They're not gonna show the jury, which I think is a mistake. I want to see the assholes that be on these juries that be letting these cops go. So you keep white folks off the jury and you keep old coons off the jury. Because old coons, Sambos, and Mammies and Caucasians, they have a love and respect of the police no matter, but remember, they only care about how the police treats us as far as Caucasians are concerned. They don't care about the police. That's why they talk shit to the police. They only love the police when the police are brutalizing us. And the left, the liberals and the conservatives, all of them want the same thing. They want the police to kick our asses and kill our asses with impunity so that they feel secure. Well, fuck your security from now on. You dig? See, this is a new day, black folks. This is a new day. This is a new day. Okay? It's a new day. And we gonna take this shit lying down no more. See, these civil rights niggas put us in the position we in today. Okay? The reason why we have Rayshard Brooks getting shot and killed in Atlanta, and we have George Floyd being murdered up there in Minneapolis. Remember, Minneapolis ain't Mississippi. And Trump thought he was slick. He thought he was gonna pull a Ronald Reagan. Remember when Ronald Reagan kicked off his candidacy for president? What did that asshole do? He gonna sit up here and start his campaign, kick off his campaign in Philadelphia, Mississippi. Now, those of you that are my age and older, you know Philadelphia, Mississippi is where they murdered those 3 voter rights workers back in the 60s. He knew what he was doing. Ronald Reagan was a total asshole. Rest in hell, Reagan. You dig? Now, and then Trump, he's gonna kick his campaign off in Tulsa, Oklahoma tomorrow, and talking about he never heard of Juneteenth. See, that was a slap in the face to black folks. That was a slap in the face to black people. He was trying to be cute because he knew Trump ain't gonna tell me he didn't know that was Juneteenth. He didn't know. Talking about he never heard of Juneteenth. That's a lie. He's a damn lie. But he changed it to the 20th Saturday. Okay? Symbolism is everything, people. You need to watch these symbols. If you don't know what they mean, send me an email. I'll tell you what they mean. Okay. Here's how you know that the white supremacy is on the ropes. When you got conservatives and liberals pandering to black folk. You got Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi up here wearing kente cloth like that. You know what? Fuck your kente cloth. Cut the check. Stop bullshitting. Then some of these people at these newspapers are sitting up here writing articles. I was looking at an article the other day talking about Native Americans, talking about if black folks are going to get reparations, we deserve reparations. No, you don't. First of all, you ain't real Native Americans because we are the real Native Americans. That's the first thing. And the second thing is all of you Caucasians out here, you are pretendians. You ain't real Indians. First of all, you ain't nothing but white folks sitting up here pretending to be Indians. You ain't nothing but $5 Indians. You ain't no real goddamn Indian. And I don't give a fuck if the Redskins come up with a new. I hope the Washington Redskins never change that goddamn logo. I hope they leave it the way it is. Fuck out of here. I could care less about y'all. Because the Cherokee and a couple other Indian tribes own slaves. So the Cherokee Nation, which is one of the richest Indian tribes in the country, they gonna have to break a nigga off something. Okay? The Cherokee tribe owned, the matter of fact, the Cherokee tribe fought with the Confederacy. And the Confederacy were anti-black and anti-American. The South was considered not even to be part of the United States until the Civil War. Don't be fooled by these lies they tell these in them history books. I guarantee every institution in this country, there's a story of sodomy, rape, murder, and mayhem behind it. That's why they never tell full stories about anything. They always gotta whiten up and lighten up and sprinkle some sugar on shit to make it look like white folks wasn't as savage and brutal and diabolical as they were and as they continue to be in 2020. And we have to stop them in their tracks. Okay, pandering, giving us bullshit ass, old bullshit. You know, you got these white folks, you know, they'll be up here talking about, well, you know, guess I should be more sensitive. Fuck your sensitivity. Your sensitivity is fake. Remember, all this fake, all this phony ass, all this phony solidarity and phony ass phony, I'll just write concern for, you know, phony ass concern, phony solidarity. That look, let me tell you, we ain't in this together. They keep making all these tearjerker bullshit ass commercials, these companies try to act like they ain't the devil when I know they are because I don't work for them. Most of these companies, 99% of them are racist as fuck. Okay? Phony ass concern. What's you mean to tell? See what you can see? These white supremacists on CNN, MSNBC, and Fox News can't tell me that they didn't understand white supremacy until the George Floyd video. See, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. See, it's just like Chris Cuomo said on CNN the other night. He said, you know what? He said the George Floyd case makes people not be able to turn away and act like that shit didn't happen like it did with Eric Garner and other brothers and sisters who were murdered on camera. Okay? See, you can't turn away from that. Yeah, you waited. A white supremacist will never give you a confession. That's why we sitting up here 500 years in, and we still got white supremacy out here. We got white supremacy out here because black men refuse to stand up. And because black men don't refuse to stand up, we got all these black women out here, white women and white men out here fighting your battles, black men, while you sit your ass at home, scared. But somebody step on your white tennis shoes, oh, you ready to kill a nigga. What you do, nigga? 50-year-old nigga with white tennis shoes on. Oh, man, you stepped on my shoe, nigga. Let's throw, nigga. Let's throw hands, nigga. White boy step on his foot. Hey, you want to step on it again, massa? Want to step on my shoe again? I don't need no bone white, clean tennis shoes, massa. Mexican dude. Oh, aside, sir. You can step on my shoes anytime. Another nigga step on his shoes. No, nigga. Oh, punk ass motherfucking nigga. Black folks, we gotta stop. Man, let me explain something to you. White supremacy will not end until a black man stand up on his two legs and makes it end. The problem with you guys, problem with us, black men, is that you're gonna keep sitting there. You see, I'm gonna tell you what a lot of black men are waiting on, brothers. A lot of black men are waiting on just a whole bunch of black men to just get fucked up at one time. Remember I told you guys that this George Floyd thing might blow up and end up being bigger than what I thought? And what happened? What happened, ladies and gentlemen? It's not only did it spread all over the country, it spread all over the world. You have to understand, the United States goes around the world pointing their finger in everybody's face. How I know? Because I work for DOD. They point their fingers at all these other countries' faces and say, you're immoral, your human rights record is shit. And look what they doing to black men over here. Huh? Fuck out of here. Pandering. Phony ass concern. After all, Roger Goodell still ain't got up off his high horse and apologized to Kaepernick. That's why I'm like, fuck Roger Goodell. Nobody give a fuck about the NFL. The NFL think they gonna play this season. I'm telling you right now, there ain't gonna be no NBA basketball. There ain't gonna be no Major League Baseball, and because they trying to tell the Major League Baseball players through the union, y'all could play, but you only gonna play half the season. And the guys are like, no, you gonna pay us for the whole season because it's not our fault that this China virus is popping off. Okay? See, they scared to get all these white folks in these stadiums, in these arenas all at once because, hey, it takes a lot of them out. Just like Jason Black said, the China virus is thinning the herd. Okay? The Rona is thinning the herd. Now, true enough, a lot of children with pre-existing conditions and comorbidities are dying from COVID-19. But also these old ass racists that need to be in the ground anyway, because all they doing is raising hell anyway, they the ones dying from this shit. Okay? See, they don't want to admit that a lot of these old white folks are out here dying. Okay? Phony solidarity. We're all in this together, niggas. I mean, black people. I mean, Americans. America's a melting pot. Well, America might be a melting pot, but black folks are in a skillet burning with no grease. Okay? Don't give me that melting pot shit. Because my thing is, were we together before the China virus? Huh? Come on, man. I go to Sam's Club the other day, right? I'm looking for some shit, right? I go to Sam's Club, player. They had all this PPE shit up in there. They had the face mask. Remember the old plastic face masks used to have in metal shop? You used to have to put them goggles on, then you put the face mask on. So when you was drilling shit, them little shavings didn't pop up in your face. They had them kind of face shields up, right? And I said, look at this shit. I pulled the thing back, made in China. Then they had a thing, had like 10 masks for like $30. I pulled that thing up, I looked at the back of the box, made in China. I was like, ain't this a bitch? See, all you states, y'all can't say a goddamn thing to me about you not having enough PPE. You know why? Because you waste billions of dollars locking up black people in prisons. Then you turn around and won't buy. There's a black man in Chicago that sells PPE, and the city of Chicago, that old Lesbo Lightfoot, the mayor Lightfoot, she purposely ordered PPE equipment from China. She was like, oh, we're not going to order anything from him. And he already had the shit in the warehouse. They purposely didn't do business with him so that black man can make money. And that black man is well respected in Southside Chicago. Everybody knows him. This dude be paying people's rent. He be paying people's mortgages. He be helping people in college. See how black men that do the right thing get shitted on? But yet, these people gonna get on CNN and MSNBC whining about we ain't got enough PPE. Go buy it yourself, motherfucker. You make $100,000 a year. Go buy it yourself. You a fucking nurse. You making overtime. You make $50 an hour. You a doctor. You make $200 a year. $200,000 a year. Go buy your own PPE, you sucker. Want to hear your whining? And then another thing, they be turning a lot of these black people away from these hospitals so they can make more beds for white folks. Which is why some black folks are dying, they've been dying from COVID-19. Phony ass solidarity. Black women buy into a lot of this shit. Okay? Black women love symbology. They love symbolism. Pandering. Oh, they care about us. Phony ass concern. Oh, they concerned about black people. We need to be heard. We don't need to be heard. We need to be felt. Phony ass solidarity. We're in this together. That's because you out here losing. Okay? That China virus is thinning the herd on these white folks who ain't healthy. And another thing, they said that the reason why Caucasians might be suffering more from the China virus than anybody else is because of a possible vitamin D deficiency. See, white people, because their genes, because their testosterone and their estrogen starts falling off at the end of when they're in their 20s, at the end, their late 20s. That's why Caucasians start looking so old. That's why Caucasians start looking so old when they in their late 20s. Okay? I saw my ex-girlfriend, she was like 29 when we broke up. Now she's like 42 or something like that. Man, she looked sad. she hit the wall hard. Okay? But she ain't my woman. We just friends. Okay? See, symbolism, this is something that white supremacists have been using for centuries. And this is how they practice white supremacy right in your face. And you have no idea what they talking about. Just like when they were doing the OK symbol. Black folks say, oh, they're saying new. No, they're saying white. I'm a white supremacist. Yeah, he has a medical supply business. Good brother. Okay? See how they do black business owners? Let me get my book, my Dr. Wilson's book real quick, because there's something I want to read. Okay. I was at the health club, and I read something that really got uh, really got my attention, that she was talking about in this book. So you got to understand. You got to understand. You got to understand what you're dealing with. Where is that? She was talking about. She talks about some deep shit in here. She talks about. Let me read this real quick. It has been said that symbols are always paradoxical since they contain elements that do not exist in logic. Jung thought that the elements combined within symbols are contradictory only to the logic of consciousness, but that nonetheless they confirm a basic reality that eludes conscious thought processes. So basically, when somebody shows you a symbol, 9 times out of 10, Bitty Gray B, what's up, baby? What's happening with you? Just to me, but what's up, man? Ember, I'm sorry, brother. What up, man? How you living down there at H-Town, player? And there's a black-owned paper company in Philly, I think in the Philly, DC area, Philly or DC, called Freedom Paper. And it's a brother. Go to freedompaper.com. They said during this pandemic, they said that brother been running out. I'm gonna start ordering my toilet paper from him. I'm gonna see if he got some good toilet paper. If he got some toilet paper that's just as good as Charmin, I'll buy it from him. Even if it's more expensive, I'll buy it from him. Did y'all know the brother that started Bevel sold the company to Gillette for $40 million? Did y'all hear about that? So now Gillette owns Bevel. See, black folks, we got to stop selling these companies just so we can get some money, so we can be, I'm gonna be on my yacht bullshit, and I'm be out here bull. See, black folks want to play all day. Let me get some money so I can be on my yacht chilling. Now this guy actually is married and got kids. But let's talk about symbolism real quick. Okay? Now we're gonna cover this mainly when I talk about Christianity and Catholicism. I'm not gonna talk about that deeply tonight, but we're gonna talk about symbology. See, black folks, you can't just support stuff and not know what its origins comes from. Okay, all you guys who are Masons, all that ain't nothing but Moorish knowledge. All that is Moorish history and Moorish knowledge. Okay, that the Europeans stole and decided that's where they get aeronautical. That's where they get all the secrets that the Egyptians left it on the walls in those pyramids. They stole all that, and that's part of that 33rd, the third, the Scottish Rite, the Masons, all that shit is our shit. The Moors. Yeah, it's out of Baltimore. Okay, I knew it was somewhere. I knew it was a DC area or Philly or somewhere around there. So hey, order some shit from that brother, and he probably gonna be a little more. See, black folks, let me say this to you. Now, if you order something from black people, from a black-owned business, their stuff may be more expensive than it is from the white business. Okay? Now, if it's like if a thing of Charmin toilet paper costs $5 and they selling the same one and it's $10, I'm not buying no toilet paper that's $5. That's 50% higher than what I get at Walmart. No. And Gillette. Remember, Gillette caught a fade when they put that commercial. When they remember they had that transgender bullshit commercial where they were showing some black man teaching his daughter how to shave. A whole lot of white men got pissed off about that commercial. Gillette lost a lot of money on that. You notice they not promoting that LGBT shit no more. Gillette caught a fade on that one, dog. Okay, let me show you why you need to understand symbology. By the way, if you haven't donated yet, please go to asktheiceman.com, scroll down to the donate button to donate. Or you can also scroll up to the add to cart button and get my first book, The Game of Life According to the Iceman, Volume 1. My second book, The Dating Bible, I'm still writing it. So, all right. Oh, okay. Justin, you my friend on Facebook, right? I think you are, because I think you sent me a DM the other day, and I think I read it, but I got to go back and process it. Okay, symbols. Okay, let me give you a quick lesson in symbology. This is symbolism. This is why you need to know what you're doing, and you need to do your research and not take these white supremacist folks on TV's word for anything. Okay? Okay? What is that? What did I just draw? Everybody in the chat room on Facebook side and the YouTube side. What did I just draw? Okay. Exactly, Bevo Lottie. That's exactly what I drew. That's exactly what I drew. This is representative of the black man's genitalia. Let me draw it a little bit better. Okay. Now, this is representative of the black man's genitalia. Okay? I'm going to say this one more time. This is representative of the black man's genitalia. Okay? This is why you need to research Christianity, because Christianity is the religious arm of white supremacy. And I'm getting ready to show you one of the main symbols of why symbology and symbolism, you must make sure you understand. When you see these white supremacists with all these tattoos on them, you may not know what all these tattoos mean. See, they used to just get Nazi symbols and the SS, and that was too obvious. So now, Adam Waffen and all these other, the Boogaloo Boys, they got different tattoos now that you may not understand. I bet you the FBI knows what they mean. But as long as they ain't attacking good Christian white folks, it don't matter. Okay? So what this is two testicles. Two testicles and a penis. This is representative of the black man's genitalia. Okay? I want you to pay attention to what I'm getting ready to do. Okay? What did I just do? Everybody, what did I just do? Can you see over the chair? Because I'm gonna have to start moving that chair over there when I get ready to do my lecture. I can move stuff around, but we ain't gonna do it now. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to make sure y'all paying attention. What did I just do? I want you to tell me what I know what I just did. What did I just do? Tell me, what did I just do? Facebook, y'all wait. Tell me what did I just do? YouTube, what did I just do? Come on, man, wake up, y'all. Come on, wake up. What did I just do here? Folks in the chat room, are y'all awake? No. Stay with me here. Don't get ahead of me. What did I just do? Okay. Let me just finish this whole thing. Now, some of this stuff is straight out of this book, the ISIS Papers. I don't act like I don't make this stuff up, people. Robinson L, what's happening, baby? Now, JL504, y'all getting a little ahead of me, but you got the right idea. What symbol did I just draw? The whole thing. What did I just draw? Just stick to what I just drew. I drew a line this way and a line down. What did I just draw? Come on, people. Black folks, you're going to have to learn this stuff. Especially you black men. You want to continue to be in the dark? Thank you, B the Great B. Thank you. I drew the cross. What did I just do to the black man's testicles and his penis? Exactly, Justin Ember, the holy cross. No, not dissection. Y'all thinking of biology, and that's fine. But remember, this is why this is why it's including myself. We all have to educate ourselves in symbols, especially of Europeans and Americans, because this shit is 2,000 and 3,000 years old. Now I'm gonna ask. Now Justin Ember got it right. It's the Holy Cross. But let's take. Now we're ready to take this to the next level. What is the Holy Cross doing to the black man's genitalia? Please answer in the chat room. You guys already got that part of the answer already. All you got to do is put this whole thing together. Stick to the symbolism. Stick to what's on here. Don't read into it. Just look. That's why I asked you guys, what did I just draw? And you guys start jumping ahead. Stick with me. Justin, you're correct, but you're a step ahead of me. Matter of fact, you're 2 steps ahead of me. Stay with me. You got it right, but I don't think these other cats are understanding what I just did. What is the first thing I drew? I drew the black man's genitalia, and I stopped. Then I said, I drew a line, and I said, what did I just do? And all you guys gave similar answers, but they weren't correct. They weren't necessarily correct. They're correct, kind of, but not correct. What did I draw? A line. You got to stick with me. What did I do next? I drew a line up and down. I got about another 5 steps, but y'all got to stay with me on this. First symbol, black man's genitalia. Next symbol, line through the testicles. Next line through the penis. This stands for something. Matter of fact, this, if you understand white supremacy a little bit, you can use this to understand what happened to George Floyd, what happened to Rayshard Brooks, and all the countless other black men and boys that have been murdered by race soldiers posing as police officers and white vigilantes. There's a cross here that I drew. But the symbolism of me drawing it over the black man's genitalia. Will somebody please give me the answer? Be the great be that. That's another right answer, but it ain't the right answer at this stage. Y'all gotta stick with me. Y'all trying to go ahead of me. Stay with, that's what I'm asking you. Stay with me on this because you ain't gonna understand. Because you're understanding steps ahead. You going ahead of me. You haven't understood this yet. See, this is why when you drive past the McDonald's and you see the golden arches, what is the golden arches telling you? I'm not saying the golden arches is talking to you like you pookie on New Jack City and you a crackhead. What I mean is symbols stand for something. That's why in the military, in all branches of the military, if you wear your battle dress uniform, you have these patches. The patches are probably from your squadron or your detachment in the Marines. It stands for something. The 42nd, 432nd Airlift Wing, or 332nd, or the 3rd Cavalry Infantry Division. That stuff means something. The symbology stands for something. All of you guys are right, but you're ahead of me. So I want you to stick with me. We're going to start over. Okay. The first thing I drew was what? 2 testicles and a penis, which represented the black man's genitalia, which stands for all the whole black race. No. You're getting ahead of me, Justin. Just stick with me, brother. Now, when I put the Holy Cross, like you said, Justin, the Holy Cross, you're exactly right. When I put that cross on top of the black man's genitalia, essentially, if you're thinking of symbolism, what is happening here? If you guys need a minute to look at this, I got to go downstairs and handle something, so I'll take a break. If you haven't donated yet, go to asktheiceman.com, scroll down to the donate button to donate, or you can donate on the Cash App. Cash App ID is $the Iceman1906. Yeah. It's far deeper than that, brothers. That's why I want to make sure y'all get this shit. Okay? Because I don't want to end the show without you not understanding, because you need to teach your sons this. You need to teach your sons and daughters this shit. When I tell you the whole thing, the whole story behind this, you're going to be like, damn, is that what that shit means? I'm telling you right now, this shit is hella deep and you don't want to miss it. Keep it right here. Be back in 2 and 2, y'all. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, let's review real quick. Okay. All right. Let's review. This counts. This is a testicle. This is a testicle. This is a penis. This represents the black man's genitalia, but it also represents the black race. Okay? I drew a line through the testicles, then I drew a line through the penis. Now, Justin Imba got it right. What is it? The Holy Cross. But let's go to the next level. What does these two symbols, the way I drew them, what does this represent? All of you guys are right, but all of you guys are too far ahead of me. Everybody's correct, but everybody is too far ahead of me. Stay with me. No, Mr. Brooks. No, sir. Doesn't mean removal of power, but you're on the right track. You're on the right track, though. What what do these two symbols, the way I drew them, what do these symbols represent? Don't put nothing else in this. Because see what you guys are doing, you trying to look at this through your own interpretation. Don't do that. You're not using critical thinking. I'm trying to turn on that critical thinking thing in your mind, in your brain. Okay? That's why I asked you guys to stick with me, because you're getting too far ahead. Which means you're not going to understand this simple stuff. This is like a building block. We build on top of this. Okay. Critical thinking. When you draw the line through the testicles and through the penis, what this represents is the Holy Cross. They symbol of what? Christianity and Catholicism. Okay? The black genitalia represents all black folks. Black women, black men, black children. That's what this represents. This is why you need to understand the religion that you take your children, you are serving your children up in that den of demons that you call a sanctuary, that you call a church. Look what you don't even know what this means. Somebody's saying that's the cross. Somebody's saying that represents white power. Some people are saying this. Nobody's wrong. But in order to understand this whole thing, see, this is why black folks, this is why we get left behind. This is why white supremacy is in full effect in 2020. Because we don't understand the symbolism behind this type of shit. See, this is Nation of Islam 101. In the first year of studying with the Nation of Islam, this is the kind of stuff you're going to learn. You're going to learn how to think critical and not be emotional. This is why we always looking for people to like us. Because that's an emotional response of a powerless person. You want to be liked. The bunny rabbit is going to come in a room full of foxes and hope the fox will like him. No, the fox is going to eat your ass. That's what this shit is about. These two symbols, can write you can do a dissertation on this shit. That's why you can't look at this and just draw your own conclusions without really paying attention. If all you see is a dick and balls and a cross, then we might as well pack it in tonight, because you're not going to understand where I'm going with this. Why do you guys think I get so angry sometimes in these live streams? Because I feel like I'm talking to people in another language. Because to a certain degree, I'm saying to myself, how come you don't know this? That's a question you're going to have to ask yourself, black man, black woman. How come you don't know it? You've been living in this country for 40, 30, 40, 50 years, however, whatever your age is. And we most of us don't know what any of this shit means. This is just a cross. That's where Jesus died. First of all, there was never no Jesus. That's the first thing. And the second thing, the so-called Messiah, the black Jesus, never died on a cross. He was sat on a sword. That's the way they explain it in the original Hebrew version of the so-called Bible. He wasn't put on no cross. He was put on they made him sit on a sword. That's how they killed him. Oh, we're going to get deep tonight. See, this is why we got to get entertainers, thugs, rappers, and fake-ass ministers and the so-called civil rights leaders. This is why we need to tell all these niggas to sit down. If you guys are following Lil Boosie or T.I. to get information on how to live your life, you's a fool. Look the kind of people we sit up here and revere. Entertainers, athletes, reverends, hoodlums, thugs, and fake-ass self-appointed civil rights leaders. And you wonder why we don't know this shit. This is why I asked you to donate. And I don't think I'm wrong for asking. I'm going to go over this one more time. Hopefully somebody will give me the answer. I drew two testicles, one on each side, and a penis that represents the black man's genitalia. It also represents all black folks, the whole black diaspora. I drew a line through the testicles. I drew a line vertically. Okay? What this represents is white supremacy, which is the symbol of the cross. Remember, religion, Catholicism and Christianity are the religious arm of white supremacy. Okay? So if the cross, this is why you need to understand. This is why black folks look stupid going to church and worshiping a white Jesus that never existed in a God that's supposed to be white. When you know, genetically speaking, even if you never took a biology class, you know that the darkest colors come before the lighter colors. Out of red, yellow, and all these other colors, all those colors come out of the color black. Okay? So the cross represents the white supremacist might. This is one of the main symbols of white supremacy. And this was discovered by white white professors. They're the ones that explain this. And this is where Dr. Wilson, the late great Dr. Wilson, got this from. But she breaks it down in layman's terms, and I'm breaking it down for you. The cross is the symbol of white supremacy. It's the symbol of might. Okay? That's why you notice in a lot of these white guys, a lot of these white people, when they get these tattoos, they are, a lot of them has a cross in it. Have you ever noticed that? The symbol of the cross. Okay? This is also the symbol, this cross is also the symbol of what? Okay? This cross does not represent the symbol of life. The symbol of life is the Ankh. That is the symbol that represents electromagnetism. This is the symbol that the European so-called explorers found all over the walls in the Egyptian pyramids. You know what this is? This is the symbol of electromagnetism. What is electromagnetism? Electricity, positive and negative. This was drawn sideways. This part going this way, and then when the current going that way, or AC or whatever, or DC, this is pointed this way. This is where we get the principle of electrical engineering from. This is why you got to study, man. A lot of you guys are so against learning this stuff because you think this is, oh, that's Nation of Islam shit. If it is, don't listen. Turn up, go do something else. Since this is Nation of Islam, they talking about hating people. No, they don't. They tell you how to understand people because I understood what this meant. Okay? You the one that don't understand it. This is the symbol of life. That's why you real conscious brothers and sisters, you see them with this around their neck and not this. Oh, we're going to get deep tonight, niggas. When I get done with you, you won't be going to church on Sunday. Okay? Let's review. The cross represents white supremacy. It also stands for white supremacy might. This is also a symbol that has tricked people into believing that there's some good in this, and there isn't. And I'm going to show you why that is. Okay? I'm putting my foot in the cookie jar, and I'm going to have to go ahead and stick the whole thing in there. So I'm going to teach y'all the whole thing. I was going to just teach you this, but I'm going to have to go farther than that. That's why you guys got to stay with me. That's why I want you guys to pay attention. Okay? Because you're going to miss this. You miss one step of this, you ain't going to understand the whole thing. That's what I should have told you from the outset. Okay? This stands for white supremacy might, white supremacy religion. Okay? Because this is what they used to put on the front of the boats when they used to go sail all over the world. And the first people that made contact with the native people was the priests. Okay? When the people told them they didn't want to give up their land, because remember that joke Eddie Griffin told? He said they came to the so-called New World, and the people had the land. And then when the explorers got done tricking them, the natives had the Bible, and the white man had their land. White folks stole their land, and this still happens today. Got so many black folks that got hundreds of acres of land and won't develop it, do nothing with it. And then the white folks will see that land not being developed. They'll go right to the courthouse, go through the records, see who owns this. Oh, these dumb niggers. Oh, psh. And they'll go to the auction, go to the court, and they'll be like, hey, I wrote a letter. They didn't respond. The owners of that land didn't respond, so I guess nobody owns it. The county will put it up for auction without your approval. You better pay attention, man. That's what black folks get. You snooze, you lose. When you don't understand what this shit means, they have an advantage over you. And you look at me as the bad guy. No, I'm the good guy. This cross being placed on top of his black genitalia, what it means is the subjugation, disenfranchisement, and control of the black race. That's what this means. You see how deep that is? But before you just thought it was a cross crossing out some dicks and some balls. No, brother. It's far deeper than this. Now, the cross in relation to the Ankh, which is again the symbol for electromagnetism, electricity. See, this is why we know Ben Franklin didn't invent electricity. This is why we know all the stories they tell us about George Washington chopping down cherry trees and not telling a lie. That's a bunch of bullshit. They telling you a lie by telling you Ben Franklin invented electricity. How the fuck could he do it? How the fuck could he do it? And the Egyptians had electromagnetism. They're the ones that invented it. Millions of years before funky Ben Franklin's VD having an ass. They ain't gonna tell you that Ben Franklin died of syphilis. His brain rotted out. Fuck out of here. Don't get me started on these fake ass so-called founding fathers and contributors to American society. This means the subjugation, disenfranchisement, and control of the black race. And look what symbol they're using to do it. The so-called Holy Cross. Don't look so holy now, does it? Let's do another little exercise. Please stay with me, people, because you're gonna miss this if you don't get it. If you don't understand, post something in the chat room. Say, Ice, could you go over that again? I don't have a problem with it. I ain't gonna bite your head off. Shit. We all trying to learn here, man. We all in this together, people. Okay? Let's get this shit right. Okay. Everybody cool? All right. The Ankh, let me see. The Ankh, shit. Which is virtually a cross with a an arch over it. Okay? Let me explain to you what that means. Okay? This part, now remember, this original symbol is called the Ankh. Here, you see them Israelites and the 5%, or not probably not the 5%ers, but you might see guys who are Sunni Muslims wearing this. It's called the Ankh, Ankh, and it represents the symbol of electromagnetism. Okay? So that proves that the Egyptians, the black Egyptians, were using and were created or invented, and were the first ones to use electricity. Just like I said, aerospace. Where you think the white man gets aerospace from? The Egyptians had balloons. That's where they get that hot air balloon technology from. The Egyptians, brother. See, this is why we got to get out of the churches. We got to get out of the churches and we got to leave religion. I mean, look, the Nation of Islam serves a purpose. If you need to become a black man and you need to become a leader, they will teach you how to be a leader, because they will beat that simp and that trick energy out of you, because that simp and trick energy is weakness. It's actually weakness. That's why people are so against simping and tricking, because simping and tricking is a man choosing to lay down and bow down to a woman, hoping that she will give him deference and respect. How can you do that on your knee or on your knees, brother? She's standing above you. A woman should never be above you. You the man. Okay? The Ankh is also the symbol of life. Why do you think you see people like Erykah Badu? You see these boho chicks walking around with an Ankh around their neck. You see these what y'all call hotep niggas wearing an Ankh. That's because they know what that means. They know that cross. You don't want to be walking around with a cross around your neck, brother. Okay? That's about as bad as you walking around with your drawers showing. Okay? That's about as bad as you walking around sagging with your drawers showing, advertising your butt to the wrong people. That's what people should think of you if you walking around with a Jesus piece, a cross around your neck. That means you ignorant and you don't know what that symbol means. Okay? So the Ankh, not only is it the symbol of electromagnetism, it's the symbol of life. Okay? Stick with me. Okay? Okay. All right. The Ankh, okay, the top part of the Ankh, the top part of the Ankh is, again, that arch. Oh, man, I can't draw with the shit. Okay. Say, damn, Ice, you ain't shit when it comes to drawing, nigga. I'm glad you ain't my math my art teacher. I just give everybody F's. I just say these niggas can't learn art. Fuck them. Okay, this is the best I can do. Okay, that shit look fucked up, man. Let me draw that shit again. That shit look hella fucked up. Okay, all right. See, I keep fucking up on this side because I keep trying. I need to. I'm trying not to draw like a. I'm trying not to draw like a. Like a. I'm trying not to draw like a light bulb. All right. All right. Check this out. All right. The reason why they call the Ankh the symbol of life is because of this arc right here. Okay. Let me ask you guys. Facebook, YouTube. Why do you think the symbol is called the symbol of life? The Ankh is considered to be the symbol of life. What does this represent? Quickly, what does this represent, guys? Anybody know? Okay. This represents the pink. This represents the black woman's vagina. Okay? That's why there's an opening right here at the bottom. Okay? Symbolism, people. All right. We draw that line over here. Okay? This line may or may not be useless, but let me show you why it isn't. Okay? This represents the woman's vagina, which is life, this opening. And this part of the Ankh, the part that's going vertically, is the black man's penis. Okay? Which, sperm and all that good stuff. That's nut right there, ladies, by the way. Don't try to act like you don't know what that is. Because some of y'all going to have that on your forehead later on. Maybe. I don't know. Well, it is almost payday. So, you about due to give your boy some of that good loving, since tomorrow he going to get his check. Okay? So the Ankh is a symbol of life. Why? Because this part of the Ankh represents the vagina. And this part of the Ankh going vertically represents what? The black man's penis. Y'all see that? She's going down, he's going up. That's AC/DC. This is why both children need both, a child needs both of their parents, not just the mother and not just, well, actually studies have shown that they come out better with just the father, actually. But for purposes of this exercise, this is why both parents child needs both parents. And all this, the black man's the boogeyman, and be a single mom because these black men ain't fit for being nothing but a baby daddy paying child support. This is why we're in the boat we're in, because that has been something that's been pushed by the white female, by the white feminists. And feminism, is a division of white supremacy. Okay? So the Ankh, ANKH, represents life, current going in both directions. Estrogen, testosterone. Estrogen, testosterone. This is why children need both parents to get both of those energy forces. See, if you understand this, you could never go back to being a single mom. Get on the phone and call your kid's father and get him involved in their life, because they gonna learn this from a man. Ain't no woman taught me this shit, except for the late great Dr. Welsing. This is her legacy. Thank God we have her and the Dr. John Henry Clark's and the Van Sertimers and all the and the Shahrazad Ali's. We need black men and women like that leading us. These are the black men and women that need to lead us, not these rappers, man. Lil Boosie going out here paying for his 12-year-old nephews to get their dick sucked by a prostitute. That's not good parenting. That's actually, especially at that age, that might do damage to them. You let them have their first sexual experience with a woman of his choosing. Okay? He ain't gonna learn nothing from getting a whore to suck his dick. Thank God I learned on my own. I could get my own pussy. I didn't need my dad to go get no. My dad wouldn't have did that anyway. But I just don't agree that that's a good idea. Now, would I maybe if my sons didn't know I talked to girls and they were living with me, and I would try to go get some young girls and be like, hey, come to the house, and they just happen to be there. I'd be like, hey man, try to holler at these little honeys right here. I might do something like that, but still, it's gonna be on them to how they gonna get at them. You dig? But this is why the Ankh is considered the symbol of life. This is your history, black woman, black man. This ain't Hotep talk. These are facts. People are getting their PhDs in this shit, and I'm giving it to you for free. Okay? So remember this. The crown part right here and the opening at the bottom is the opening of the woman's vagina. That's the black woman. That's the vagina. And that's going down. The penis is going up vertically as a life force. And he does what? When the man ejaculates semen carrying spermatozoa, hopefully meet the egg and fertilize the egg and start the mitosis process. Okay? That's the symbol of life, the Ankh. If you're going to get that piece around your neck, because brothers and sisters from around the world and Muslims are going to know what that symbol means. And they're probably going to smile at you when they see you wearing it, instead of wearing that damn cross, which stands for something entirely different than what you think it stands for. Remember the Ku Klux Klan were Christians. Remember the slave owners were Christians. Some of them were even pastors of churches, and they had slaves. So what does that tell you? That goes well beyond hypocrisy, people, to do that type of shit. You raping and maiming people and fucking around on your wife with the slave help, having babies, and you think the missus don't know them little half-white babies look just like your white ass? Fuck out of here. She knew what was up. That's why black women, you ain't gonna never be able to trust Caucasian women, because Caucasian women, really even the liberal ones, don't want to share black men, especially quality black men, with black women. Don't get fooled, sisters. You think them white girls be at your job just because they got a black husband or a black boyfriend, you think they ain't got no white supremacy in them. Oh, they do. You just ain't brought it out of them. Okay. What did I just draw? I drew a line, didn't I? Okay. Drew another line. This is called the Holy Motherfucking Cross. Okay. All right. It goes in this direction, and it goes in this direction. Goes in this direction, and it goes in that direction. Okay? This is the basis on many of your streets around this country are built or designed this way. Okay? In every direction, you got an east, west, you got north and south. Nothing wrong with that, right? Okay? But it stands for the Holy Cross, right? Okay, let me show you why this symbol is something you don't want to be associated with. Okay? What did I just draw? What did I just be Volati? I think you might be able to get this. What did I just draw on that cross? What symbol did I draw on here? Now you guys might not get this because I can't draw that good. What does it stand for? What did I just draw on the cross? Some of y'all were close. Remember, stick with the symbol itself. What is the original symbol? Is the line I drew that way and the line I drew up and down, the horizontal and vertical line, right? Okay. What I just drew was an eggplant. And you know what an eggplant represents. It represents a dick. There's one dick going this way, one dick going that way, one dick going up, and one dick going down. What comes to mind? Post it in the chat room. If you get it, post it in the chat room. Even if you're not a subscriber, hopefully you will after tonight. Come on, guys, wake up. Justin Ember. I drew two penises. Bevo Lottie, I knew you were gonna get it. Thank you. What did he write, guys? What did he write? Everybody else, Bevo Lottie got it already. Exactly. Thank you, Elijah Justice. So the cross is a symbol of what? Please write it, Mr. Bevo Lottie. Please write it all the way out. What does two penises shaped in a cross mean? Oh, it means homosexuality, but what does it mean? Remember, the original symbol is the cross. All I did was draw two dicks on it. We know it means homosexuality. We know that. But what does it mean in association with the symbol, the cross? No, not submission. Not submission. Let me tell you what it. I'm gonna break it down for you because we need to move forward here. Okay, what this stands for. Okay, let me draw it, and then let me put it back because some of y'all might have walked away from the computer or something, might have went to take a leak or something, and you might have missed it. So I'm gonna draw it over with. I'm gonna draw it over. Okay. Okay. That is the Holy Cross, like my man Justin Ember said. Okay? That's the Holy Cross. But, and it's pretty innocent, right? It's pretty innocent. I'm going to get to that in a minute, Bevo Lade. I'm going to get to that in a minute. Okay, I was going to talk about religion tonight, but since we own it, we might as well explain the whole thing. Okay. This stands for the standard cross. So-called Holy Cross, right? Okay. Just two lines laying on top of each other, right? Okay, but what happens when you make this. Oh shit. This is a dick foot. You ever see somebody with a dick foot, let me know. I ain't never seen no shit like that. Okay? And then another penis going this way. Okay? The basis of, look, I told y'all symbols mean everything, didn't I? And Bevo, a lot of you, I'm going where you just went. Okay? Penis, let me tell you something. Homosexuality is the basis for Christianity. But what they really mean is the people who gave it license. We're talking about King James now. King James, the monarchies are in all those different territories, they're the ones that set policy. They're the ones that set policy in the courts. They're the ones that set policy in with the jailers. All of that. Okay? Common law. So the cross represents homosexuality, but what this really means is this represents homosexuals, meaning King James. Symbolism, people. This is why you need an explanation for every fucking thing. When people ask me what this tattoo of my fraternity means, I can't tell them exactly what it means, but I can tell them what it represents. But I can't tell them what it means. You have to become a member and go across them real hot burning sands to find out what it actually means. But this is based on the same type of shit. We throw, this is our hand sign for my fraternity. But you see white people out west doing this means hang 10. This is associated with surfing. Okay? So the Holy Cross is really a symbol that represents homosexuality and homosexuals. That's very important. Anything holy about this, people, unless you are homo, do you find anything holy about this? I bet you looking at this makes you want to pick up a King James Bible and just rub it all on yourself, huh? Okay? This is your holy motherfucking cross, people. This is the religion. Now I can get, if you guys had the time and I had the wherewithal, shit, nigga, if I went through this is like 10, 15, 20, 30 page lesson right here on this shit. This is the stuff you need to learn. Me telling you that, religion is fake and Christianity and Catholicism are pagan religions. Me just saying that, not explaining this stuff, I'd be like, man, fuck you, man. I've been going to church my whole life. So have I. And this is why once I learned this, I stopped going to church. Okay? I bet your ass won't be going to church Sunday, huh? The Christianity and Catholicism are founded on the principles of homosexuality. The whole fucking thing is made up. Exactly. That's why I always joke around saying Queen James. Now let's talk about King James, because black women love King James. Just like they love fake Jesus. Okay? They love fake Jesus. Black women will stab you in your asshole saying something about white Jesus. Okay? Now let's talk about King James or Queen James. Okay, let me give you some fun facts about Queen James. Okay? And I'm not talking about LeBron either. Okay, fun facts about Queen James. Okay, first one is he had sex with his mama. Yes, he did, ladies and gentlemen. He had sex with his mama. This is the guy that supposedly rewrote the Hebrew Bible and who interpret the holy Hebrew Bible in English. He had sex with his mama. Is this the guy you want a religious text from? Now, the principles of Christianity are that of based on the principle that we as the first black Israelites, we are the chosen people. That's why we catch hell. When they talk about the tribe of Judah, that's us. It talks about how we catch hell. Black people are the only race of people that get treated the way we do. That's why all these other races are popping up out of nowhere talking about we deserve reparations too, because they know we not going to stop till we get that check. And I don't give a damn if the mint has to start printing motherfucking money. And a barrel of $10 bills at the grocery store can't even buy me a loaf of bread because of inflation. I don't give a fuck. Cut the goddamn check because it's owed to us. King James has sex with his mama. Oh, we're going to get deep tonight. He wore women's clothes. All those frilly ass clothes. You remember all that shit that Prince used to wear, all that crazy looking shit Prince used to wear in Purple Rain. That's where that's why that stuff looks like that. All them little frilly shirts that Jimi Hendrix used to wear, they were pretty much blouses. Blouses. Remember that shit? Dave Chappelle crazy ass. Prince beating everybody playing in them heels and shit. They said Prince was Allen Iverson in some heels. You know that nigga could ball if he can ball in 4-inch heels, nigga. King James, matter of fact, all those kings wore women's clothes. Why are you reading a book that was supposedly written by this guy? Huh? Don't say that you got a way to rationalize this, because this is facts. Okay? Had sex with his mama, wore women's clothes. This is why they had to pass a law in Europe to make men start dressing differently. The clothes that women wear actually used to be the clothes that men wore. It was the men that got dressed up and the women wore a potato sack for a dress. If you don't believe me, do your research. It was the men that dressed up like that. That's why when you look at them old pictures of the signing of the independence document, they wearing all that old crazy looking Prince shit. That's where that stuff comes from. The men dressed like the women did. And then what they did, they passed a law and said, this is how men are going to start dressing. And then that's when they said, okay, that's when it switched to the women. And now you notice women are encouraged to dress up and put on makeup. See how that works? You ain't going to learn this in no textbook, brothers. Nigga, I'm a griot. I'm on the level of a griot. Nigga, I got dissertation amount of knowledge in this head. Okay? Had sex with his mama, wore women's clothes, castrated boys so their booties would be soft. Yep, castrated boys and for sex. Call them eunuchs. And I think Tariq Nasheed did a show on eunuchs. They remember you remember when they showed pictures of the eunuchs in Europe. They wore all these they looked like Billy Porter. They had all this crazy shit on. And they looked like Sylvester. Remember Sylvester back in the 70s used to make that disco music. Someone like you. Okay? I think he did. I think he might be that guy that sung that song, Supernatural Thing. No, that might not be him. I don't think that's Sylvester. Castrated boys, which called eunuchs, for sex because they said their skin was soft like a woman after they cut their testicles off. This is how sick these people were. The Romans did the same thing. The Germans, what we know as Germany, when they had the Germanic wars, the people, Rome encompassed, all of Mesopotamia and all those Eastern European, Montserrat and all those countries, on, through Belgium and Italy and all that. That was Rome, biggest civilization ever. And homosexuality rotted it from the inside out. This is why you can't let these LGBT people get power in this country, and we're just allowing them to get it. And stomping on black and stepping on the chests of foundational black folks getting all kind of rights that we should be getting. Here we done just got slapped in the face by this DACA shit. Now see, I always tell people to try to big up what's his name, Obama, and they say, oh, but Obama, look what he did. I say, yeah, DACA's for them. That DACA ain't for us. Oh man, there's some Africans that's gonna get help by that. I'm like, dude, ain't that many black folks from other places that's affected by DACA, nigga. Okay, let's just stop. You reach it, nigga. Okay? All these bills, LGBT, they get a win in the Supreme Court. These illegals get a win in the Supreme Court. Where's our fucking wins at? Huh? Where's our reparations legislation that says that every foundational black person in this country will get a down payment check of $3.5 million from the Department of the Treasury, and that counts as income? You're going to immediately have to pay state and federal taxes. Personally, I think they're going to try to pay some form of reparations after they see Biden lose another, the Democrats lose another election. They think the Rona and this rioting is going to stop people they're going to stop Trump's base from voting for him. I'm like, if you don't get the entire fuck out of here, get the fuck out of here. 80% of the Republicans voters are going to vote for Trump. 80% of the Democratic voters are going to vote for Biden. Those groups of folks have already decided who these campaigns are for the people straddling the fence, the independents, the undecideds, that 20% on each side. Those are the folks that make the difference. Okay, if they make the difference on how the electoral college is going to give up those delegates or give up those points. Okay, all the thing. Here's what Trump should do. He should give out another stimulus package. This time, give everybody $2,000. Because when I talked to my ex when I went out there to California last week, I said, what'd you do with your stimulus check? She was like, man, that thing was gone the minute it hit my account. I said, no shit. She said, hell yeah. I spent it on, some stuff that we needed. I was like, damn. So give folks another. Cause what did Obama give us? Obama didn't give you $1,200, did he? And the country's economy was flatter than it was today. And by the way, we are officially in a depression. Don't let these fools lie to you. Okay? Hold up, let me see something here. Damn, what is this? This thing be pissing me off, dude. Hold on, y'all. Okay, now I can see it. Okay. All right, let's get back with it. Okay. Castrated. Okay. And let me go back to the War Women's Clothes thing. This is where Victoria's Secret comes from. King Victor, or whatever his name was. Remember, I told you back in them days, the men wore the women's clothes and the women wore, a sack of potatoes, a knapsack or a croaker sack. Okay? Well, Victor also wore men's clothes. So he would alternate between wearing men's clothes during the day, and then at nighttime he would slip out in them crazy ass women's clothes. And he would dress up in makeup like a woman and go have homosexual relations. That was where the premise of Victoria's Secret came from. Victoria's Secret was that she was a man named Victor. $10,000 for unemployment? Are you serious? I ain't heard nothing like that. Although my ex-girlfriend did say that she said her unemployment was higher than unemployment she was getting every week was higher than her actual check. Okay, so they castrated. So when you take your girl to Victoria's Secret, remember all of that stuff in there was worn by Victor first. So when you go in there to buy your girl that teddy or them thongs, something to ride up in her bootay, remember Victor wore that shit first. All right? So every time you see your woman in that teddy in them thongs, think of Victor. Okay? And picture Victor, not your girl, wearing them shits. Oh, that'll be fun, wouldn't it? Okay? Look at this immoral, unethical behavior. Look at this, people. Have orgies. Had orgies. That was famous in Europe anyway. Okay? This is the guy that wrote your Bible. This is why you can't trust nothing in there. Now, is there some good pimping in there? Oh, it's some good pimp game in there. Okay? But to use it as use it as for like spiritual purposes, the Bible, no. But the Bible, what I like about the Bible is it teaches the stuff that is in there about marriage and a woman having her place and a man having his place. That stuff is brilliant. Because you notice women that go to church, they can listen to everything in the Bible except I'm the support system of my husband. Okay? Don't say nothing in there about a woman leading a family. Ain't nothing in there, but ain't none of that shit in the Bible, is it? None of it. Because a man is supposed to do that. Okay? These guys were pedophiles. They were rapists. They were sodomists. They were homosexual. And you want your kid growing up and learning in school that it's okay to be a homosexual? Some of the first music teachers that I had to teach us how to play the keyboards were homosexual pedophiles. Okay? They were homosexual pedophiles. Don't tell me that pedophilia and homosexuality don't go hand in hand, because it does. And I seen it with my own two eyes. These guys are pedophiles. That's why they like to do stuff with children. Okay? This is why you need to know about the religion that you're adhering to. This is why your life will never matter, because look at all the white supremacist shit you use to try to make it delicious to you. It's still a shit sandwich. What the white man tell you to do? Oh, come to church. Put some more bread on it. Yeah, you done stack 4 or 5 pieces of bread on that original shit sandwich. But it's still a shit sandwich. You just got more bread to bite through. Do you guys see the point I'm trying to make here? This religion, Christianity and Catholicism, is a shit sandwich that we choose to eat. And when people question it, we think the only way to address that is to pile on more bread on that shit sandwich. It's still a shit sandwich. The reason why they keep talking about defund the police is because the job of the police, their only job is to brutalize and murder and keep black folks in line and keep suburbanites feeling safe from the niggers. Do you guys understand? See, all of this, now you got to take that whole shit sandwich and add a tomato. That tomato is religion. Now you got to put this shitty tomato, this rotten tomato on that shit sandwich. Oh no, we're not done. You need some lettuce on there too. So let's go get some rotted, wilted lettuce and place that nice and delicious on top of that that tomato. Remember, we're eating a delicious shit sandwich. What else do you want to add to that shit sandwich? Oh, let's add the criminal injustice system. That's a pickle. Let's add some more white supremacy. Let's add some feminism. Let's have some feminist policies of, lock them up first and then, charge them with rape with this Me Too shit. So we'll give them another pickle for that. No matter what you put on that shit sandwich, it's still a shit sandwich. And every time you call them on it, what do? They pile on more bread. They say, oh, black man, it ain't so bad. I ain't giving you no reparations, though. But here's some more bread for that shit sandwich. Here's some welfare. Here's a bullshit college degree. Here, let me pay for you to go to college. So you get a degree that don't mean nothing. See, now when you put this whole shitty ass system together, you come up with one big, huge shit sandwich that you should refuse to eat no longer. And this is where this shit's coming from. This is one of the architects of white supremacy, especially as it relates to religion. This is why you don't follow Catholicism and Christianity. I just showed you the symbol for Christianity is a homosexual cross. That's why I will never wear a cross on my body. I might get some more tattoos, but I'm not going to get one of a cross. It's going to be the Ankh, because the Ankh represents life, the vagina, the penis. And then there's a line across. That's life. The penis is going this way, electromagnetism, remember, and the vagina is going this way. That's different energies. This is why a child needs the father and the mother, because they bring different energy sources that make up the complete girl and boy and makes them a solid man or woman. This is why we have so many childish 50, 60, and 70-year-old people out here. This is why. Because you're not emotionally mature. Because you're still being fooled by this guy. They fool you with religion. They attack you with their military. Our military is the world police. They fool you with religion. They fool you with college and getting these worthless degrees. So the cop that's they weaponize college education. They attack you with their military if you step out of line, or they got some natural resources they want over there, and they got to get you out of there. Okay? This is one of the main architects of modern day religious white supremacy. This is why I am no longer a Christian. I grew up in the church. My father was a deacon. We sang in the choir. That's where I learned how to sing, was in the church. It was free of charge. Learned how to harmonize, learn how to sing different, sing first tenor, second tenor, baritone, bass. I learned all that stuff because we had a piano instructor, Dr. Kaiser, this high yellow brother. He's passed away now. He had prostate cancer, but he's the one that taught me how to harmonize. So when I go to the studio and I want my background singers to sing something, and they might sing, I might say something. I wish it would rain. Oh, how I wish it would rain. And I might say that tell the other first tenor, go rain, rain, rain. Ooh, baby, let it rain, let it rain. Oh shit! I done turned into Eddie Kane Jr. Shit, I'm gonna have to charge you niggas. Hey, make sure you hit us on the Cash App, $ the Iceman 1906. Make a small donation today, fellas, ladies and gentlemen. We're trying to raise $10,000, and we got 2.5 months here because for book bags and clothes for the kids, for the inner city kids. I gotta send that check out second week of August. So we've raised 2,500 already. Let's get it up. We've raised 2,500, ladies and gentlemen. So that means we got 7,500 to go. Let's remember you can donate anytime, people. You don't have to donate just when when you do our live streams, because I want to hit 10,000 this year. We didn't raise hardly anything last year. I don't even think we raised $1,500. Now the year before that, we raised about $5,000. Okay, so let's before we get out, everybody, nominate a family member. Say, hey, come check out the live. Tell them about my live streams, and tell them that we trying to get our donation dollars up, man. Tell them we this is for a worthy cause. This is for Black kids. Okay. So and also it's for PPE. I forgot we're gonna have to buy PPE for them too. We're gonna have to buy them masks, whatever the schools are telling them that they have to bring. They're gonna have to bring masks. So that we gotta add that in too. So please give, guys. We gotta give to our people, man. You helping a worthy cause. You helping a black owned business, and keep its doors open. Okay. All right, appreciate it. All right, let's wrap this up. So Queen James authorized men to wear women's clothes, and teddies and thongs and all that stuff originated with the men. All lingerie was what men wore, but they wore it around. They wore it in front of each other. Okay? See, that's why, in Europe, everybody was bisexual. Everybody was bisexual. It wasn't uncommon for a guy to have a boyfriend and then meet a woman and marry her and have kids. Mick Jagger and all of them are bisexual. They've all had sex with each other. The Who, they used to have sex with Mick Jagger and them. Oh yeah, man, I read all them people's books. Yeah, a lot of those musicians from Europe, they bisexual. Okay. Now, this is a guy that hired Shakespeare to rewrite the Bible. And there's a place in the first couple chapters where he left clues, where certain letters, when lined up, spelled his name. That's how brilliant he was. Shakespeare was hired by King James to rewrite the Bible, him and a couple other scholars. Okay? Shakespeare thought it was ridiculous. But King James knew what he was doing. See, they knew this. That's why I tell everybody to watch that movie with Denzel, Book of Eli. Because that's what this is based. That's what that movie is based on. It's based on the British dude. What did the British do? Gary Oldman. Remember how important it was that he wanted to have that Bible? Because he knew he can fool people with religion. You take their land and then in return you give them a Bible. Like you go over there to the Philippines, some people are dirt poor, but they got churches with tents. It's raining, pouring outside, and they got a tent church, and they in there screaming and hollering and getting sanctified. See how they did that? And the very people that brought that filth down there, they don't even practice it. Okay? So Shakespeare is one of the scholars that rewrote the Old Testament. Okay? The New Testament, which is supposed to be based on the life of Jesus Christ, and it's supposed to be based on Luke, Matthew, Mark, Peter, and the other ones writing, John writing their books. The reason why those books were made up is because those guys' names, Mark, James, Luke. How many guys do you know in the Middle East named Mark, Luke, and come on, come on. You say he Johnny Ice Taylor. Exactly, exactly. Had to come up with some shit like that. But Shakespeare, okay, but they use religion to fool people, pacify, teach people. See, religion is passive aggressive. I can't make you pray. I can't make you praise God. Hopefully, you will do it on faith and believe. See, they fucking with you. They mind fucking you. That's all that is. Mind fucking you. That's mind fucking you. Okay? Religion was always developed, as far as the crown was concerned. It was always meant to spread religion all around the world, to fool those people into giving up their land based on this hocus pocus shit in this book that Shakespeare rewrote. You see how stupid this is? Is this shit starting to sound stupid to you? If it don't, let me explain further. Okay? So religion was designed to fool people and make people drop their guard and believe in some fairy tale nonsense. Okay? This is why whoever gets their symbols to the most people, those are going to be the most powerful people in the world. That's what the white man the Caucasian knew he was doing when he used the intelligence of black folks, of those black slaves that they brought over, but also from the native brothers that was already here, the Moors that were already here. Okay? So they knew they can pacify people with religion. Okay? They also used the Bible, to steal natural resources. I'm just going to say steal, NAT, resources. I'm just going to write that. I'll abbreviate natural resources. Steal natural resources. Usurp usurp black ingenuity, which means you knew about engineering and medicine and all these things and they didn't. And they stole it from us. Oh well. Ingenuity. That means skills. Because they had none. That's why Europe wasn't popping. Matter of fact, to this day, Europe, it still ain't popping. Okay? Queen James used religion as part of his global strategy when sending these so-called explorers out to the so-called New World. See, now all that stuff fits together, doesn't it? This is why we got to get out the church. We gotta unravel and unlearn the white supremacy education we've gotten over the years in believing that their ice is cooler than ours. See, we all have been taught that that whether we want to admit it or not, that white people are better, Caucasians are better than us. It's all been embedded in here. That's why you got to unlearn. Trust me. Trust my lessons. That's why I write it down so you can keep up and write this stuff down. Write this stuff down, man. Yeah, I got some of it out of here, out of the late Dr. Welsing's book. But some of it I already knew that I got from other scholars, other books that I read. See, you see how we're in the dark? And this wasn't even a lesson on religion. Just think when we start talking about pagan holidays and Christianity and right before the holidays. Oh, it's going to be a treat. Oh, I'm definitely going to tell y'all some shit you ain't never heard before. And this ain't Hotep shit either, ladies. Some of you gents sitting there, oh man, nobody want to hear that Nation of Islam shit. I'm like, nigga, this ain't what Nation of Islam shit. This is the truth. This is facts. They just happen to teach me this shit. And I'd rather somebody teach me the truth than somebody keep me in the goddamn dark. I'll tell you that. That's one reason I get mad at my parents sometimes, because I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, man, you see how in the dark we are? Dude, I'm 50 some years old just now learning this shit. Damn, this thing still ain't. I'm not gonna worry about that thing right now. Okay. If you have not donated, go ahead, go and do so. Go to asktheiceman.com, scroll down to the donate button to donate. You diggeronis. Or you can catch us on the Cash App at $ the Iceman 1906 on Cash App. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? All right. So, guys, what I am attempting to teach you is very general information. Now, it may not be readily available. I thank Dr. Frances Cress Welsing for writing this book, but she read an awful lot of books to write that particular book. And I think this book took her 12 years, 10 or 12 years to write. So I'm just breaking down the most important parts of these lessons for you. And all I'm asking for is a couple of pennies in the piggy bank for as a donation, man. I mean, that ain't hard, bruh. I run a business. I have to fundraise, and I try to make it fun. I try to make it fun. Some people that donate the most, I send them t-shirts, mugs. A couple of you guys got some things coming. I just got to sit down and pull your addresses off of PayPal. That's why I ask guys to put themselves on the either become a paid subscriber, monthly subscriber, or get on a recurring donation every week or every month. Some guys get it annually, because if you pay annually, you donate a lot less money for a bigger percentage counted on your taxes. You see what I'm talking about? If it's $200 for the whole year, then that $200 is gross. Okay? So that $200 counts as a charitable deduction. If you make over $50,000 a year, you need to start donating money to charities, because you're going to start paying out more money than back in the day before the Trump tax cut. Muggs was getting over. Now, the very next year, a lot of people told me they had to pay taxes instead of getting a refund. So learn how to play the game. And yes, I'm trying to run a business here. Hey, I'm not. We're not trying to be mean, but I have a business to run, and that particular day you don't have to donate. That's you ain't got to donate. And then probably next time when you probably just got paid, or maybe you spent less money this weekend, you say, "Oh, I'll donate on Monday." I didn't have a full $5, and I was going to donate $1, but then I was like, "Nah, I'm gonna give him more than that." So I waited till I saw how kind of money I was gonna have left over the weekend, and I went ahead and donated. I'm trying to teach you young bloods. This is the kind of stuff that's gonna see now your understanding of white supremacy. Now that religion and these symbols, now you know what they mean. Okay? Take this information and teach somebody else this stuff. Also, somebody told me I should start doing this. Excuse me. And this is a suggestion from a listener. He said, Ice, what you should do, people need to be able to watch those videos a couple of times, because while you're doing them, they may be fixing dinner, they may be doing their kids' homework, they might be trying to listen to you, or they might be doing something around the house. They're doing multitasking. They may not be able to sit right there in front of the computer. So they need to look over those videos or those lectures more than once. I have no problem with that, but I would ask that you make a donation. And let me tell you why. A lot of times I'm in the field and I have to get somewhere and turn on a laptop to get that done. That's why I tell guys to give me 24 hours. If they donate, I just tell them, I said, man, give me from right now to 24 hours to send you the link, because I set them to private. You dig? So if you want a link to it, just donate a couple of dollars. It ain't gotta be $5. Just donate $1.99 or $2 and say, hey, I'm such and such. Send me a link. Make sure you send on Cash App or on PayPal. You say, say if your username is, Big Bang Hank Lou 457. Be like, that's how I know you. But you be like, this is Big Bang Hank 4567. My name is Melvin. I don't want to make the donation. This is Melvin. And I'm like, oh, okay, I know who you are. This is my email address. So now I know who you are, and I can shout you out for a big thank you. I want to start. Matter of fact, I want to start doing it. I want to take the time at the end of the show to thank all all the folks that donate on the regular, like my man Smoked Brown Sausage, Jason Ember, Amoeba. Or Ember, that's just Ember. Okay. I appreciate you guys, man. I really do. We're glad the chance saw my man. I saw my man. There was another OG in here. My man, Tony Robinson L. Thank you, brother. Be the great B, always in the place. JL 504 in the building. Thank you, brother. Clarence Preacher, man. Hey, Clarence Preacher, if you still in there, man, my email address, THA, the Iceman Show at yahoo.com. Hey, email me your a good email address so I could put you in my email Rolodex. Okay, so I can let you know what's going on. Also, follow me on Twitter and follow me on IG. Follow me on Instagram. I just posted something about Joe Biden's racist ass on there. I know I'm gonna lose some followers. A couple of white girls stopped following me because I put something up there talking about white folks out here catching them fades. Okay, and getting beat with them hands. Okay, so I made some statements to that effect, and they was like, another follower them, but another follower them bit the dust. Okay, but like I said, this was a show. This was a full lesson on symbology. If you want, guys, if you want the link to this particular lecture, just donate a couple of dollars. Make sure I know who you are, and make sure I know that it's you that did it on PayPal or on Cash App. And our Cash App ID is $ the Iceman 1906. Here, let me put it in here. Okay. We go. So before we get out of here, I want to thank Justin Embo and thank Bevo Lade. I want to thank Elijah Justice. I want to thank my man, the preacher man, for popping his head out of the rabbit hole after about 8-9 years. JL504, thank you, brother. Yes, sir. B the Great B, I forgot you was in there, player. I know you about to go out there swerving in the lack. Swerving in the lack. Okay. I know my man Tony Robinson L be bending them corners in that lack, or that Electra 225, or that that Delta 88, or that 90. What's it called? The 98. Well, those some nice ass cars. I rented a 98 one time. Man, that thing, man, that was luxury. That was a big old car too, because it was still big like they were in the 90s when I rented it. Yeah. But look, guys, this was a comprehensive lesson that taught you what you're looking for at face value for symbols. The cross represents world aggression, murdering, pillaging, conquering, or conquered by the homosexual. Because the cross, both directions, are considered penises. Okay? And when you put two lines that are considered to be penises on top of each other, there's no life. You can't create a life from this. This is not a symbol of life like that ankh is. The ankh is the vagina, and the stick part that's vertical represents the man's genitalia. And if he goes into the woman's vagina, he does what? He impregnates her. That's a life cycle. That's a life cycle. That's why the ankh is a life symbol. Electromagnetism. Write that down somewhere. Write that down on a sticky note. You dig? Well, I'd like to thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'd like to thank you guys hanging out with me for another episode of the Iceman Show podcast. We working on a couple of things, trying to make the show better. I'm trying to learn how to move things across the computer. Like, I gotta learn how to do that. Yeah, God showed me how to do it. So I guess you have to have two machines together. But anyway, if you haven't donated, please go to asktheiceman.com, scroll down to the donate button, donate there, or scroll up to the add to cart button and buy my new book, The Game of Life, according to the Iceman, Volume 1. You diggeroonies. You diggeroonies. Okay? Be right here next week, 6:30. I think I'll start at 6:30 since it's summer. We're going to start at 6:30, y'all. Meet me here. Don't meet me here. Beat me here. Okay? Hey, Joseph Brooks, you follow me on Twitter and Instagram? Twitter, Instagram handle is the same. Yeah, and then the official email of the podcast is see that? That's the official email. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you've been watching on the low and you're not a subscriber, ladies, gentlemen, please subscribe to the Mad Voodoo Man channel. And after you subscribe, then you need to hit the bell. Hit the bell. Okay? Okay. Yeah. Follow me on Instagram, my dude. Appreciate it, Mr. Brooks. Glad you stopped by, man. We need some more blood in the house. Some of these young bloods, I can't depend on them. Gotta lean on them. You dig what I'm saying to you? Gotta lean on these players. Now we got some good game out. I just want y'all. Hey guys, if you want me to explain any of this stuff about the penises, the cross representing the penis, representing homosexuality, you don't wear that. You don't wear that. Don't wear that nowhere on your body. You wear the ankh. It is the symbol of electromagnetism. Remember that. Get you some books on the ankh. I had a book, man. People be stealing my goddamn books. You heard? All right, y'all. Thank you guys for your donations. Thank you guys for showing up tonight. I thought it would be best that we start as late as possible. I was right. That was the best thing to do. At first, I wasn't going to do it, but I said, nah, let me go ahead and get it done tonight. I feel like I got something to say. Yeah, that church thing, bro. When somebody explained to me what the cross really meant, it really means homosexuality, and that it actually is represented as a weapon against the black male's genitalia. Y'all see how I drew the cross right over that means to rid us of the earth, people. These people aren't going to stop. Look, their mission, the white supremacists' mission, is to destroy, kill, rob, brain drain, incarcerate you, and the ultimate is to bag them an elk, which is what you are. Get them a buck. See, they get extra points amongst the white supremacist groups. They get extra points when they kill a athletic black man or a good-looking black man that had a lot of women, and he would happen to be innocent and wasn't doing nothing wrong. See, they get off on a killing like that. That's why when they killed Ahmaud Arbery, they were passing that film that footage around to all their little racist demonic friends. You see? And then the lawyer was like, nah, there's no telling who's seen this. We need to just go ahead and take this to the authorities with his old racist ass. You dig? But oh well, y'all. This concludes another episode of the Iceman Show podcast. Meet me here, y'all. Meet me here Tuesday. Meet me here Tuesday at 6:30. Okay? 6:30 p.m. Central Time. Don't meet me here. Beat me here. And don't forget to go over to asktheiceman.com, scroll down to the donate button to donate if you haven't tonight, or hit us on Cash App at $the Iceman1906. Thank you guys. See you next time. Holla at your boy.